Yesterday I watched the Demon Slayer movie in IMAX, aka the only way to watch this film because everything about it deserved to have that package. The animation present somehow managed to top everything that came before it. Ufotable has done it again. The space of the Infinity Castle wasn't greatly represented in the manga, I think personally, but man, the ever-expansive intricacies of this liminal space is perfectly transcribed in this adaptation. The intro scenes where our characters are falling through this never-ending pit blew my mind, and a grandiose yet almost claustrophobic atmosphere is carried through each and every act. The fights are exhilarating, the sparks of Zenitsu's powers, the speed and animalistic imagery of Shinobu's insect breathing, the overwhelming dominance of Doma's razor-sharp ice and Akaza's martial arts, and all of their insane dynamics when thrust against each other makes for some electrifying Sakuga action. In the theater, I would literally unrecline my seat and sit up leaning forward just to get a closer look at what the fuck I was watching. It was unbelievable. Crunchyroll was literally releasing trailers for the fucking fights, individual trailers to build hype for individual fights. That's crazy, but more than deserved. The soundtrack, though I don't have it in my hands yet, was fantastic. Every hype action scene, every tentative, sharp exchange of dialogue, every emotional, tragic story beat was enhanced so much by this soundtrack. The bells, the strings, the synths, absolutely brilliant from start to finish. With the production out of the way, I want to talk about the story. Firstly, I don't like Zenitsu. I'm sorry, I never liked him. He had his hype moments, but as a character, he never really had the chance to shine. And so I think the constant focus on developing him in this movie is too little too late. And this isn't Ufotable's fault at all, it's more the source material, but I felt like I should mention it. I didn't give a rat's ass about his flashbacks. And again, I applaud the author for trying something with his character, but I did not care for it at all. Thankfully, the fight was pretty cool. It went by a little fast, but still awesome nonetheless. Now, Shinobu was a character I actually liked before and like even more now. I thought her flashbacks here were not only necessary, but also well done. It did a good job of building tension in the fight while also showcasing her motivations. Doma's backstory was also pretty interesting. I will say that I think it bogged down the pacing a little bit near the end of the fight, but other than that, I think these two first acts, Shinobu and Zenitsu, were all around pretty good and would have been enough to call this a good sequel movie. And then we get to the last act of the film in Akaza. Firstly, the choice to have waterfalls in the background gives every scene such amazing lighting that makes an already masterfully cinematic movie more cinematic somehow. The fight here is easily the most stunning in the entirety of the series in my opinion. I was bugging every single second, every single move was just done so well. But of course, the linchpin of this act and honestly the entire movie was Akaza's backstory. I'll say this right now, I think flashbacks in this series are overused and usually bland and repetitive and redundant, but this is one of those exceptions. I nearly cried when Akaza was taken in the arms of his wife again. The movie could have ended there and I would have been completely satisfied. It's been a long time since the backstory has hit this hard, this perfectly, especially for an arc that I already know. Again, I know the source material, but the music, the pacing, the voice acting, the writing, everything was turned full throttle to convey a devastating story that completely moved me. I was hurt, bro. I was fucking distraught at several points of it. I've heard people online say that it was drawn out and it took up too much time, but I could not disagree more. I thought it was flawless and an incredible example of what a flashback in the backstory can do for a character when it's not fucking copy and paste dog shit. But all in all, I think this movie was incredible. Not perfect by any means, of course. It still has all the fundamental flaws that Demon Slayer has, but man, does it still come in an incredible package that is so enjoyable and also has a character that is genuinely incredibly written. And yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below and see you tomorrow. Peace.